Transformers reviews, tech and the news, whatever else I use as a muse. Hit subscribe, I appreciate the views. Influences interest on YouTube.
What's up, people? Thanks for joining me today. Another Transformers review. In particular, this is kind of a flashback Friday because this is an older figure, but at the same time it's brand new to me because I just bought it off of Jesse James. He's in the group, so if you see him selling something, he's a good dude. So I would well, at least he's a good seller. I don't know if he's a good dude. I don't know him like that, but he's a good seller. He shipped this out right away when I bought it from him. Good price, everything, good communication. So you got the book. Book was pretty helpful, I think. Got the accessories. Right away you get these two heads. Now I'm assuming all these came with it in the original release. I don't know because this is secondhand. He did say he has everything, all the accessories. I do know there's a gun missing. There's a third gun that's supposed to be in Jeep mode, but I don't know where it is. But it's all right. We're just gonna keep it moving because he might not have it either. We got the three faces. They're still on the sprues. I don't know if there was other faces or if it was the face that's on them. Then you have these that are still on the sprues, which are the eyes. And I may replace this. I may replace the eyes. I don't really like the faces. I don't know. This one looks the same. It's probably a different chin. I gotta really look. It's got a little happy smile face, and this one he looks like kind of smirky, but it's not. In the eyes, I do like the eyes better, I think. I don't know. They're on them. They're painted on them. These are more like glossy. So there's that. Get him out of here. The box got MakeToys box. Yeah, it's the remaster line. This is more of a I like it because it's kind of a throwback. I mean, it is. This is a 4-year-old or maybe more model. So, or mold, I should say. It's still great though. I still like it. I still think it looks great. It's done well. I think the transformation is fun. I can move it back and forth and without an issue. It's not that hard. I remember people saying it was hard when this first came out. I was a long time ago, so it's what you're accustomed to. I'm sure they wouldn't say that now with the stuff that's coming out now, because this is relatively straightforward. Like I said, you got these two guns, and I think there's another gun that was supposed to go over here. It's like a Gatling gun or something. I'm not sure. This is to the old because it's less tune accurate. Not less tune accurate, it's still tune accurate mixed with real world accuracy, which is kind of what I like for a lot of my figures. There's a few figures that I do like extreme tune accuracy for, but I really prefer this type of aesthetic. And really, that's not why I don't have Fans Toys and I have this. This is just cheaper. That's why I have it. Or not even Fans Toys, but the Masterpiece, the cars is definitely not worth the money to me, and what is worth to you, and it's not worth it to me. So the next best thing I wanted to get, and I actually like it better, is Fans Toys, but I'm not paying the prices that they're asking for. I'm not sure if that's worth it to me. So this, like I said, this was a great price, and I saw what they were selling for. And it wasn't that. It was cheaper. Snatched it up. So you have this. Goes up and down. Good paint. Paint on here. Paint on here. Paint. I believe this is all paint. It's silver. And the gun I just showed. Good little sculpt. Doesn't have any accents on it, but it's a nice sculpt. Put that over there for now. And we have the actual Jeep. The Jeep, you got the gas tank and a wheel on the back. Got rubber wheels. Got the mirrors, you got the seats, you got the steering wheel, got the windshield, the windscreen, whatever you want to say. Lights painted to a T. Everything's painted on this guy back there. Got these painted. Let me see. You got the I like the detail in this figure. You got the seats. Got the back the lights are painted. You can actually take this off if you don't want it, and then fill in that back so you can have just the gas tank or just the tire. Again, the tire is rubber. And I think that's it for this. Seats don't go anywhere. Again, you can take the gas tank off too. You just want the raw, and it fills in with that little, I like that touch too, where no matter if you have it up or down, it'll fill in the spot. So we're going to get into transformation. Transform this guy a couple times, and I think it's a good transformation. So first you want to get this. If it's tabbed on, it's not really, I don't really have it tabbed on. It doesn't really tab on, but you may be able to get it on tighter than I had it. Then I just want to pop this, because you're just going to leave that like this. This I'll pull up, and you can pull this up out of here and kind of out the way. It gets out the way of this, so you can move this all the way. Then here, pull up, then you can move that out the way. Now you got this part back here. I may not do it in order, but we have the fender. You just want to pull it down. It's on this tab. It's tabbed up in there, and it's tabbed together, so be careful with that. Pulls down. I mean, you're gonna pull it apart anyway right now in a second. Then after all this, I like to pull this up a little bit. These arms go in. Sometimes people have trouble with pegging this peg in right here on both sides, because it looks like it doesn't meet, it doesn't match, but you'll see what I mean. Pull that out. You'll see these moving out a little bit. So now that they move out, you can get this peg off. And this is pegged in here and in here. So you just want to pull that out, and then move it that way, both sides. Pull it out, move it that way. You can undo this, leave it like this, then just fold this in. Fold that in, fold this in, peg right there, pegs in there. Right there. So now you have this. You want to move these chairs out like this, because these are actually the arms. They're pegged in to this, the legs underneath, and they're together right there. So just pull that out, and now you have all this. So now you get these legs together, which is not hard at all. Legs are pretty easy. Pull that apart like that. Then move this and move this down. It covers up like the back of the leg. Move that down. These pieces, move in, move in. So after you push this in, then you can see that you got the legs basically how they're supposed to be. Legs are basically done. You move up top. This can get a little tricky, but not really. It's not that hard. This is pegged in right there on both sides. Can't really, it's hard to see. You got to kind of unpeg it and then move this down. Move it down like that. And it helps if you just move it up and then move it down. I just move it down to get it out the way. Then on this, you move this, it spins around, you'll see. It's tabbed in right here. You just move this over like this. So this is flush with that. Same over here. No, you couldn't see that because I blocked it. Then these accordingly. Accordion like that. You can see the double hinges. Accordion like that. Get that in, then accordion it. Okay. Did I just break it? I hope not. I'm not doing well. No, that's good. Accordion that down, and now it's gonna give me grief. Make sure you just have the double hinge right. You know how double hinges work. If you've been in this game long enough, you know that they sometimes finicky. So you just get that together. Get that like that. Get that like that. And get that together like that. Then these arms, if they're not out already, you want to pull them out a little bit. Don't pull them too hard because they don't go that far out. They just have enough to give you what you need. And then I usually just put these up like this just to get it out the way. And this guy here, you see, you want to pull him up. It's the head. It's not just this guy, but then you want to get that. Now you have an open space and you want to get these tires in there. So you want to fold that up and then fold this up into there. You see that shape, and it should go in, and there's a tab right there that should go in right there. And if you have these tires right, it'll do right. It'll do right. If you don't have these tires right, it won't do right. It still doesn't go in like great. It'll still come out, but it's not bad. Again, over here, try to get this like that and get it up a little bit, and add this tire right again. I usually don't try to force it just because I don't want to break anything. Put his head up, move this down, all the way down. And this goes like that. Like I said, this doesn't do anything really. Then you can put this waist down. You can't see that. It's going out of focus. So you put the waist down. The waist doesn't really clip either. Actually, I think it does, but it's not tight. And that could be because of secondhand. Then you just move these arms into place. Then you can move this up here like this. You can either have it like that, or you can, I know there's a toy version. You want to move these hands back up. It's anatomically correct. And what I was saying is there's like a toy version of this. Make sure this is right. I know, yeah, I think this is right up here. But then there's a toy version where you can actually move this. You can move the arms down, like on this down here. I'm not going to do it all the way because it's stupid to me, because it's just like the G1. But it's kind of fun that they thought about it. And then you can move this down here where his arms are down, and then you clamp these together, and it's just like the G1 figure where they have zero articulation. But that's a cool homage, I guess, but not for me. And I think you're done. You can have this up here like this. It just depends on what you want. Like I said, he has the real world look. It's not extremely tune accurate. It looks like what a Jeep would look like if it turned into a robot, which I always dig that dug that, I should say, in the third party arena, in third party space. Even Takara used to do it initially, and then everybody's getting closer to tune, which some things are great tune accurate, but others, I'd rather just have this type of vehicle. And he's one of the people I would rather have mixed tune accuracy. You have these two nubs back here. You can put the tire back here just so you can store his accessory. Now both the tire and the gas can won't fit, but you can put the gas can on his foot. And to me, it doesn't look terrible. Like you would think it's asymmetrical, so my folks that are don't like that. It is, but it kind of blends in and it doesn't look terrible, and you can store it. So that's something. Then you have the guns. Of course, you got the peg, just like they've been doing for years and years and years, except for a few times. I would really like to see them get away with or do away with this and do something else. When it works, though, it works. So you can't complain totally. When it works, it works. Now you see one of my gripes of this figure. One of the negatives is the fiddliness of it. Again, that could just be the wear, or maybe it was always that fiddly. I don't know. Then this just goes on the back. It inserts in the side here, and you see the hole cut out. So show that right here. Just pull this down a little bit, and you can just insert it here. Then you can put this up still. So now he's weaponized, or has his weapons, I should say. I think it's a great looking figure. And let's bring in some comparison figures. So we got some season 1. I'm bringing some season 1 figures since it's Hound. Got your boy Braun. Got Jazz, if I can get his self together. And you have Trax. Which Trax, I picked all fiddly bots, but it's all right. It's okay. I think that's great looking. Definitely like the way that looks. And now we can go through articulation, which you see his weapons. His weapons are pretty good. They're not falling out. I always like to do that. He has all the way around. He does get up a little bit. He has like the butterfly. So he can get his arm all the way up like this, all the way up to the sky backwards. So he has that. Just got to get it right. He has a single jointed elbow, 90 degrees, bicep swivel. He has all the on the same knuckle. One pin, same fingers fused together, and thumb doesn't move. So that's okay, but I would like something better. Waist swivel all the way around. Can get an ab crunch due to the way the transformation is, and I don't know if that's made, but it don't look bad even from the side. So you got that, and you can get a back ab crunch too if you want. It's just that, okay, this is the first time this fell off. So this will fall off. It's just on a ball joint, you see. And it, oh, geez. Steering wheel fell off now. That could be the original, or because it's a secondhand figure. I'm not sure. Head does have this thing in the back, but it doesn't really impede it going side to side. He can go back a lot. He can look up a lot. And he can look forward. He can look forward a good amount. A little bit side by side, not much. These things, again, they move if you need them to get out the way. Legs. He can almost do the splits, but his legs are heavy. His feet are all die cast. The bottom, which is the back of the Jeep. It's not bad though. It's not terrible. He can do the hurdles. Not really. Not really no hurdling going on. This is a beefy bot, and that's limited. You get these seats out the way, which they're made where he can get almost 90, but I think it's a double joint. Yeah, so if you pull it by that joint, he does get 90. And you can actually get more, I think, if you have it right. No, maybe not. I'm not going to try it. Has a swivel built up there. Extreme rocker on the feet. Toe gets down actually a lot. Gets up like that. And again, has that rocker. Same for the other. He has, I guess this is a heel spur, but they don't really, it doesn't move. But again, you can move the toe. The toe moves up and down a lot. And maybe by design, but it is due to transformation as well. So there you go. That's been the review of Hound, which is MakeToys Gundog, but it's Hound to me. And it's kind of like a Flashback Friday, as I was saying in the beginning, because this is a very old figure, but new to me, and I like it. I have a Hound now in my collection. All right, if you like this video, you know what to do, and I will get up with you in the next one.
Ain't over, life ain't over, life ain't over, life ain't over. As long as you're alive, you can give another try and take it real high if you want.